Good evening, everyone. It's Monday night. I'm Barry Fair, and welcome to Monday, the 23rd of May. Thanks for joining me here. I hope you've had a lovely weekend, and welcome to episode 11. This evening, I'd like to talk about the importance of not having a meltdown. Now, the other day I had a meltdown and uh, um, it was quite terrible. But today I'm feeling much better. Now, I've got some news for you. I won't be here permanently, but I will be here for a couple of months at least. So I will enjoy the time that I've got here in Queensland, but I will tell you about why I won't be here permanently in a moment. Now, if you're gonna have a meltdown, before you do, take a few deep breaths, okay, and count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, then breathe in and breathe out. Before you have the meltdown, okay, stay calm and think about what you are going to say to the person before you have the meltdown. Don't just have the meltdown like I did the other day. It was pretty silly. Well, not silly, but unlike me to have a meltdown. But anyway, I won't go into that. Okay, so the important thing is, if you have a meltdown, okay, what you do is you take time out, away from away, sit in your room, go and have a cup of coffee or whatever, cup of tea, eat something nice for dinner or lunch or breakfast or whatever. Take a good book and have a read outside. Okay, because this is very important. Okay, but don't take your anger out on someone else because you've had bad news, like I did on Friday. Another strategy you can take is email the person and say that you are sorry for what you have said and done, like an email, like I did on Friday night. And I did another one on Saturday over the weekend. So I felt better after that. But I did feel pretty awful after my meltdown. And I wish I hadn't had it. I spoke to the manager today and apologized. And she accepted it. Okay, so like I said, if you've had a meltdown, come into your bedroom and close the door, put the blind down, turn on the lights, watch a YouTube video that you've created, like I've done, make a YouTube video like I'm doing at the moment about all this. So there are plenty of other ways to stop yourself from having a meltdown, guys. Okay? We all get angry, okay? But please, like I've just said, please don't take your anger out on someone else when they are trying to explain the situation to you because it is not the way to handle a situation. Okay, we all get angry sometimes, Everyone does. Everyone has meltdowns. But but if you have a meltdown, okay, like twice in one day, you're not only ruining the day for yourself, but for the people that are around you and the people that are supporting you at the same time. Okay, because you may have had some bad news about the NDIS knocking you back like I did on Friday, and I was pretty upset and frustrated. However, I spoke to the managers on the phone and expressed my frustrations, and then after that I came in here and spent the rest of my Friday in here because I didn't want to be in front of the other client living here. So it was the only way I could calm down and settle down, and I needed some space alone after my meltdown. So I didn't have a meltdown today, lucky for me. So, 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 like I said, I am recapping this few tips from Friday night for you, okay? So if you're having a meltdown, guys, before you have the meltdown, take a deep breath, think about what you're gonna say to the person, and approach the person in an adult-like way. Don't just jump down their throat. Don't blame them for things that they have said or what they've heard. Okay? Don't just say, oh, it might be good news for you that you're staying here or there, because they want the best for you. Okay? There are strategies that are put in place to help you cope with cope with bad news and to prevent you from having a meltdown. So please don't have a meltdown for no reason. You have to have something that have a meltdown about. Okay. So please be careful when having a meltdown. I also explained today to the manager that I was homesick, and that's quite common because when you are homesick, you are away from your family, you're away from your friends, and you feel really homesick, and you want to go back to the people that you know and that you trust and that knew you before you left here or there. Well, the good news for me is that it's in the wind, so I'm going to enjoy the time that I have here in beautiful Queensland, but of course it is soggy Queensland at the moment. It is definitely not the sunshine state at the moment. We wish that it was, but we can't wave our magic wand and expect the sun to come out, can we? Of course not. So it doesn't mean that I can't go back to Sydney, because I will be going back. It's just a matter of when I can go back and how much money I've got got there. So it doesn't mean that I will not be able to go back to Sydney, but not in this point of time. Which brings me on nicely. Okay, unfortunately I won't be here forever. My productions won't be here forever. Okay, so I mean, I have chosen to go back to Sydney, but I will enjoy the time that I have up here in Queensland first before I say goodbye to the Sunshine State. I have a meeting tomorrow about all of this and what I'd like to achieve whilst I'm here. So, like I said, I'm not going to be here forever. I wish that I was, but I have mates down in Sydney, so I'll go and see them and find out how they are. Now, getting back onto the topic about having a meltdown, okay, it's okay to be angry and frustrated, okay, because you've not been able to do something straight away because the NDIS will not just throw around money and say, here you go, here's 10 grand to get you back to where you came from because you've got to cancel your services, yeah, and give 4 weeks notice. Okay, it's not that simple. Okay, so that's why I can't do it straight away because I know it is not that simple. Okay, so like I said, I will enjoy the time that I've got here in Queensland, and I'm sorry that I won't be hanging around forever. I wish I was, but not to be. I'm just calling this my accommodation for a couple of months. It is not permanent. I wish it was, but I said to the manager, I don't want it to be my permanent accommodation. So that's why I spoke to the manager without having a meltdown like I did on Friday. Well, anyway, guys, just the tips I'd like to give to you once more before I do sign off for this Monday evening, the 23rd of May. Number one, okay, don't just have a meltdown when people are talking to you or trying to explain something to you on the phone because that is not a way to go on the phone or how to behave. Rule 2, you can email the manager and apologize to them that way, okay? Either by email or in person, okay? But don't let the other person suffer because you've had a rotten day. It is not the way to go. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your afternoon. Enjoy your evening. Okay, but don't sit around your house thinking that you're not going to achieve the goal because you are. Just remember, put a big tick there, okay, and eventually the goal that you've achieved, the goal that you set your mind on, Okay, it will happen. Don't think that it won't happen because it will. And that's where I'd like to end episode 11 for this evening. I'm Barry Beer. You take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good evening, everybody. Good night.